Hannah, thanks for coming by. I don't think I even caught your last name.
Hannah Moore.
Hannah Moore. I appreciate you stopping by today. And we're here at the T3 conference in Denton, Texas,
Yeah.
sponsored by Joe Bruckenstein and his team. Tell us a little bit about what you do to keep busy. I know you have the day job and some other passions and all that good stuff. But
Oh yeah,
tell
we,
me about
we,
yeah.
we always seem to have a lot going on. So we have my practice guiding wealth here in the Dallas area, where it's a boutique wealth management firm, and then we have also gotten into the new planner education space. So we have amplified planning in that space, where we are training new planners through a summer externship program, as well as monthly training, and we're looking to kind of expand what that looks like.
Well, tell me a little bit more about what a candidate for the program looks like.
Man, it looks like somebody who's interested in financial planning. So that's what's so great about this program is it started in COVID, and we thought we were really targeting juniors and seniors in college who lost their internships. And what we realized is that it's for anybody who's even curious about financial planning. So high school students all the way to college students who are trying to decide what their major is going to be, to students, to career changers, to even those early in their career. We really give a full landscape of what does financial planning actually look like, the application of financial planning. So we're looking at what do we actually do? What are the deliverables? So you're not going to get the theory. We're not going to talk about retirement rules and 529 contribution limits, nothing like that. I mean, you will get some of that, but it's all about the application of what we're doing. And we show real client meetings. And so, yeah, it's really for anybody who thinks financial planning might be a career for them, or they're already on this pathway and they want to figure out what is the best path for them.
Yeah, so two things come to mind for me.
Yeah.
I actually own the website, How to Figure Out What to Do Next in Life. And it all came out of an experience back in 2001 and again in 2013. And it primarily focused on folks that were older
Yep.
who said, I don't want to be an accountant anymore. So I have a methodology where I help coach them to do that. But a bunch of years ago, I worked for an organization called Philadelphia Youth Networks out of Philly. And they took middle school students and they gave them access and resources to real world experiences. And I thought, of course, it was just getting them a job at the local supermarket. And what was really amazing, so whether you're 40 and you don't want to be an accountant anymore, or you're in 8th grade and you give people resources and you package up some passion, you get some really cool stuff out of that.
Yeah, we have so much fun in this program. I'll tell you, if anybody who's been in the externship, if you talk to them, they will tell you it is impactful. It is a ton of work, but we just get to share all the different avenues of financial planning and really get that inside look and see is this a career for me? Is this something I want to do, or where do I want to go in my career? And so it's just become a really, really powerful tool. You think about it, kind of to your point, students were having to go through tens of thousands of dollars in years of their life before they ever got a glimpse into financial planning. We're hoping to flip that all on its head and say, no, we want to increase access to financial planning. We want to show people what this is like so that then they can make an educated decision if this is what they want to do. And so it's just a whole different model of helping people enter into this profession.
I love it. Let's talk a little bit about T3.
Yeah.
What attracted you to the conference? Is this your first time? Is it been here many times? And what have you observed in the day or 2 or 3 that you've been here?
Yeah, well, funny enough, it's actually my second time. I came here when I was about 2 weeks into my first job. So I don't remember much of that. That was a little bit of a blur. But a couple things. One, I'm local, so I got to just sneak in and drive up. So that helped. But I'm always interested in what are the trends around financial planning? What is this, what's happening in our space? And so I was really excited to come here. And one of the interesting trends that I've seen, again, with the conversations that I'm having with other planners and then the technology, was that the more I talk to planners, I'm seeing the trend is that they keep wanting to go up market. They want to get bigger clients, right? They want to figure out how to serve a higher margin client and really provide a better experience for that. And what's interesting is that here at T3, I'm seeing the exact opposite. I see all these technology platforms who are going down market. They're going to figure out how can we serve the masses. And so there seems to be this fundamental disconnect between what I'm seeing advisors and planners doing and what I'm seeing technology doing, which I think is just fascinating. And yes, there's some people who are kind of dabbling in that middle, but I think there's some undercurrents and trends that are happening that I think it'll just be really, really interesting to see how it plays out in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I would agree with you that trying to understand how the ecosystem is or is not embracing technology actually takes me back to 2005.
Yeah.
And 2000, and so I'm coming at it from the technical perspective, not the business perspective, right? We do all Salesforce work and things like that, and mostly at that IT-ish kind of level, right?
Yep.
And what I've experienced in the last 4 years is, you think about it, right? All the M&A,
Yep.
all the movement of resources, the attraction and retention of people, all the technology. I mean, you have to look at, I think Michael Kitsis is putting together this technology map. I saw the first blurb of it in the PDF, and no wonder people are confused, right? Do we go up market? Do we go down market? Like for me personally, I'm trying to figure out, how do I know someone's receptive to play in our space? Is it
Yep.
700 AUM, or is it jumping through a Zoom call? Right? And like, I want to be double, right? Is that really where the market is? I'm not really sure. It is. It reminds me of 2005 in the ERP days. But it's just really fascinating to see all the movement. And frankly, I don't get confused that easily. I'm super confused. I can't imagine people in the space, someone like you know, where to start, where to stop, how much tech to spend, do I hire another person, et cetera. How do you better understand your clients?
And it's interesting, you know, as we start looking down market to how do we serve not just 100 clients, because often that's kind of the number we peg. You know, each advisor, each planner can work with 40 to 100 clients, maybe 120 clients. But as we start looking down market, it's, can it all be automated? Do we need a person there? I tend to be of the belief that we do need a person there. Even in these technology things, technology is limited, and we look at how do people actually make change. And technology can do a lot, but there's also things that it can't do. And so it'll be really interesting to see how this all kind of pairs together and plays out over the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, one final note on that. I did some work in the mortgage industry a long time ago, and they said the ideal client is always 37 and a half. And think about someone who's 37 and a half now, right? If you're 37 and a half, you have a father who's saying, go have a drink, go spend some time face to face. But you have a younger brother who's saying, don't do that, just get on this app. We know that people crave interaction. So where is the tipping point between the face to face, the personal relationship, and the technology that helps make that tighter?
It'll be a huge question in this space, and it'll be whoever figures it out, they're going to be set up really, really well for the future.
All right, so as we wrap up, I think you and I agreed, we talked about what the wrap-up question might be. And in the spirit of what we might call a superpower, we've agreed that doesn't mean you hit a golf ball 300 yards. Share with the audience, you know, what is your superpower?
Oh, that's funny. I struggled with this for a while, but I really think my superpower is being creative in this space, and being creative and connecting dots and really seeing what's missing. I've realized that I kind of have a knack for that, of looking at the space and say, here's what's not here, and finding those gaps.
I really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by today. It means a lot to me. Thanks for being part of the show, and good luck on the rest of your journey.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. See ya.